each percent. So whichever has the biggest percent, like right now Tesla is at almost 3%. I bet that thing's going crazy right now. Right, we gapped up and we're pushing up higher. And that's probably also what's helping ES and NQ go higher as well. So it's also good to be aware of your equities if you trade ES and NQ because I mean that's what moves the equities is these that's what moves the futures and the indexes are these equities and all the other stocks inside. But they make a big percent of it. About 28%, right? These top 10 are 28% for ES and then like 55% for NQ. So if they're moving, they're moving. Oh, there's this one trick. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna switch this back to NQ for you guys.
Check out this 5-minute candle. I'll post it in the chat.
Right.
So whoever tried to go in at 41.56 right there got whacked out.
If you're looking at my
Sure.
screenshot there, that purple line is the top edge of that diamond pattern, and then white line there is a regression line on yesterday's fan line. This will be an interesting zone. I like to not take a bias into the opening range like this, but the problem is that it's kind of at a point where it can go either way, but the probability is actually to break out of the diamond pattern, as far as I can see.
Well, it's time to go open those Apex accounts, Jeremy. That's what we gotta do right now.
Yep.
Just not pay attention to this market, let it shake things up, go open those Apex accounts, get ready.
That's what I'm doing.
It was very easy to get funded on the first one. So if you are opening an Apex account and you want us to help you get funded next week, so go ahead, open your account, and I think that Jeremy and I could do, the ES specials
Oh yeah.
for next week and queue with you, Kevin, and get as many people here funded.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the. I'm gonna open 2 accounts today. I think. Rather than reset the one I messed up, I'm gonna go ahead and just open 2 more new ones, and it's cheaper.
Yeah, so that's what they have in here. They got this little special. So as I said, it's $140 for 10 years.
Yep.
And as long as you don't blow your account, man, and you keep growing it. I mean, I saw a trader in another room yesterday run 20 Apex accounts, and she ended the day with a little over $100,000.
Yep.
And then you were like, Amy, get back in our room.
It
Check
wasn't
out
Amy. It
ES
wasn't
on the
Amy.
30
It
minute.
wasn't Amy, but it
Yeah.
it is the approach, man. And I think I'm too late realizing that, because if I had done this a year ago, I would be retired today. So
That's the plan.
like,
What's so good about the Apex accounts?
Just that they're. I mean, once you get past all the little rules that you have to follow in it, they're actually pretty easy to take advantage of. Just a matter of.
Minute.
So are you guys using it for paper trading, or is this like for real trading because contracts are cheaper, or what's the for
No,
Apex?
so with Apex, until you pass your evaluation, they will give you a paper trade account.
Right.
So paper trade, real data connected to either your NinjaTrader or your Tradovate, or you can choose their own Rhythmic tool. I don't recommend the Rhythmic tool. It's a pain in the behind to trade there. You only got a buy market and sell market button, so it's really bad. But if you get the Tradovate or NinjaTrader, once you pass your evaluation, either you do the 25K account, which I think is easiest to do, You only need to make $1,500 within 7 days to pass the eval. And if you're, good at it, you probably do that in the first and second day, and then after that, you just, trade an EMS, small
Did
little
news
contract,
come out?
MES, small little contract here and there.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
And then after the eval, oh my God, look at that dump.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, hold
I
on
know,
for a
right? That's
second.
what I
There's
was
something
trying to
going on
say
here.
before. I was trying to say this 30-minute created
Yeah.
a supply zone, but
So pay attention because
trying
there
to
is
say.
a Fed speaker coming in at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We gonna continue this
So
on Sunday.
this might be that little knee jerk reaction before this guy comes on,
Yep.
right?
Well, I've got a lot of equities dropping dramatically, but not like a full-on sell-off. It's just a reactionary drop, like Apple and Amazon. Both just went
Oh my
straight south.
God.
Tesla's still hanging in there.
Yo, what is this?
What speaker's supposed to be coming in speaking Ironclad?
Oh, I don't know the guy's name.
Yo,
But-
what?
There's a number of Fed speakers going into this next week, so we're gonna get pretty
Whew.
knee jerk reactions like this. They can trap people.
Wow, Silvergate
You
came out of
think
a halt.
that you're
Yeah.
just speculating that this is the cause of this?
I'm thinking
this
that
out?
in 10 minutes this guy's gonna come on. So I feel that whoever profited from buying at the close yesterday and went through this high that we had, this little gap up, they're selling, taking profits right now.
Yep.
Hmm.
They're saying, you know what, I'm just gonna exit my positions and wait until this guy talks.
Have to
And I
finish
think
talking.
that's
Yeah.
what's happening. Yeah.
Okay.
Let it
That was
roll.
crazy.
I'm
Because honestly, I hate gap ups. I love gap downs.
They're always much faster.
Yeah, gap downs are great, but gap ups is like, okay, you got to be at the mercy of the people who profited and when they want to take profit. Right? So you don't know when that's going to happen. All of a sudden, you get hit with somebody just offloading their account, and you get this type of crappy, candles.
Yeah, we're just gonna go all the way back up.
We're gonna, because in the next 9 minutes until this guy starts talking, we're gonna go right back where in the open range and sit there and wait, because whoever did took a profit right now, right? And the retail people are going in and going like, oh no, this is bouncing, let's go.
Now, right, we're gonna go lower now.
Boing, flip.
Yo, right.
But who was asking the question earlier on is that probably naked?
It
On the
was, but
impact?
I got like a quick 5-minute meeting with the RV. I have to go talk to for a second. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, reach out and I can go over with you on the Apex stuff, how it works.
I'm thinking we ought to have like a session dedicated to the Apex stuff.
Yeah. There's a few things we gotta get some new videos up for.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, before you do that, then get an affiliate link for the Bullish Bears. So at least
Yeah.
there's some benefit to doing the session for them for the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I can give you all my affiliate link, no problem.
Silvergate just took and opened from its suspension at 40 cents a share on the tier market, so it's gone. That's another
But this is
big financial
insane.
institution taking a dive.
Oh, so short?
Well, if you can. So a couple of us had some puts sold on there, and we're okay, but like we're not very happy.
I think we reject here. I know. Call me crazy.
Oh, crap.
I mean, my original plan, though, was that 2-hour supply and the daily supply on NQ. So this could have been a bear trap real quick to fuel the move higher. We really got to see. We got to play the reaction. We got to react to what the market gives us. We can't assume we know what's going to happen, or else we're just going to get trapped
Yeah.
and lose. When I say get trapped, I mean lose. You lose. If you're trapped, market's got you.
All right.
Man, you could tell this reversal on the 10-second chart. I just brought it up. Wow, that was so sharp, so quick.
So fresh and so clean.
Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so versatile. Great song.
Man, when I used to DJ, this was a fun song to play. You know.
Yep.
Yo, wait, you want to see something cool with Trading View, Jeremy? I don't know if you could do this with Webull. This is pretty dope. If you're watching my screen, you could
Yep.
link the charts so that, where is it? You click this and you do intervals and time, no, not time, but intervals. Now put everything on the 5-minute. But regardless, what it does is it scrolls everything together.
Huh. Oh, cool.
Oh, wait, nope, that wasn't it. I'm messing it up, hold up. Intervals,
So it's like,
time. Wait, what? Date range?
so it's like
Now.
synchronizing the pointer though.
Yeah, but hold up, I'm gonna show you because I have it on this one at the moment.
Ah, cool.
Hey, let me ask you a question. When you hover over the dome right there, do you see the price line on your chart?
No.
No, you don't. Just like you know how in toss, when you go to the dome in toss,
You-
and you hide,
could do
you
this.
hover on the dome, you see a price line on the chart itself.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah,
don't.
I love that, man, because it gives a different visual. And I
Yeah,
know Tradeovate doesn't do it. You know, TradingView doesn't do it. Toss is the only one that I know that does that. Not even Ninja Trader does it.
All right.
yeah.
I'm starting to see a little bit of a roadmap come out on that 5-second chart. I'll get it going in a second here. I can just screenshot it at times. The weird part is the fan lines are behaving a little differently this morning. They
Here
actually
we go.
converge on a price point.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. It's cool because then it keeps all the charts linked up. Like if you're looking at ES and NQ, you could just drag one of them and it drags all of them.
Oh, dude, that's
Oh, that's
pretty cool.
cool. I like that.
Mhm.
Right?
So
And
is
it's
that syncing charts?
yup. So this is it, the date range.
I wonder if Toz has that
Yeah, it's
feature too.
cool. It doesn't.
He
Been using
doesn't.
that for a long time. I haven't seen anything cool like that. That's why I was like, oh
Yeah.
no way.
So you
I've
can
been
drag the
playing with
time
Toz
frame
for
on
years, man.
different things. It doesn't have to be the same ticker. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, this is cool. And then you could do like time frames too. So like I know like when I'm looking at my phone or at my iPad, I have ES and NQ up and I have two charts, just two charts, but I'll go back from the 5 and 15. And when I switch the 5 and 15, it switches it for both charts. So I'm looking at the same thing on each chart each time.
Pretty badass. I like it.
Yeah, right? I know, and I was complaining that, oh, we're only paying for the charts, but I guess the charts are cool. Jeremy, you're on premium now, right?
Yeah, it's
That's dope.
seems to be working. I have to get a fourth monitor running here pretty soon because I'm like, while I'm relaying your stream to YouTube, I have to give up a monitor.
Oh man.
So like I can't run both at the same
Oh,
time and pay attention to the chat.
right. So so let's figure it out. I'll figure out how to get like streaming on YouTube on my side. That way you don't have to.
Yeah, it's not too hard. You just might need it doesn't play nice with Mac, but it will work. Just the way you've got to do it is a little funny.
Gotcha.
So like if I go to try to explain how something works on my PC and you're trying to run it on a Mac, there's slight differences in how you navigate the UI on it.
Right. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that was a really good rejection off key level right here. I
Yeah,
don't know.
we're starting to play into two different time frames here, and this is weird. That's why I was like saying the fan lines on the 5 seconds are being weird too.
Yeah, still too choppy for my liking.
Let me get the screenshot of the 5 second. You'll see what I'm saying. They almost
Yo, Only Naked, what's your name? I don't feel like calling you Only Naked, I'm sorry.
never converge on a price point at the edge of a sell
Oh,
off like that.
Probably Naked. My bad, Jeremy.
That's okay. But then if you look at my 5-minute chart, I'll zoom out a little bit. Yesterday's oh wait a minute, that's not yesterday's. Where is that? Oh, okay. I see what's up. Never mind. I'm losing it.
That's okay.
So let me zoom out on my 2 hour.
No! Oh my goodness.
Look at that punch. Wow.
Yo, what?
That was a flash crash, algo induced. Possibly.
I'll go who?
Yeah. So here's my 2 hour, and this is where I'm getting the confusion here. So we have the regression line in the center of the upper channel on the diamond pattern. Price came up, tapped just outside of that angular resistance, and then back in the channel it went. Well, now if I go and plug in a 5-minute chart, you can see we're coming to a point here. And it is between that regression line and the angular resistance of the diamond pattern. Here's a picture of that. So we tagged exactly the bottom of that trend line that I added to that. If you look at the 2 hour chart, you'll see that I added a trend line there, that blue one. And it's kind of interesting that kind of sets up as the same thing as a fan line, because I built a continuous line on yesterday's base. You can see on the 5-minute chart for yesterday, I built it across those two lows. It's interesting that we come right to that thing and consolidate in a really quick, volatile move.
Damn, we're just gonna continue.
It's just correlating. We're
No
getting
way.
a lot of the equities are taking a dive too. Got to be some
Bro,
news on. Oh, it's a
that's crazy. Yeah, didn't
speaker.
the speaker start?
Yep.
Yeah. I knew that rejection right off that 4155. That's crazy. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Can't trade off coulda, woulda, shouldas. It is what it
Right.
is. I don't like trading in news and right before news and stuff. I have a bad history with it, so it's like if I know it doesn't always work for me, why am I gonna do something I'm gonna be stressing over? You know, wait for something to smooth out. Wait for something I notice. Like I've been talking about divergence lately. Yo, for whatever reason, divergence has been everywhere this past week. It's not always like that, but that's been fun. You just got to find a strategy that works for you. Find a trading pattern, a trading style, something that works for you. And for me, it's supply and demand. I mean, it's clean, it works. Like check out these zones real quick. Right here, right off demand, came right to supply.
Yep.
Selling off at supply, we might make our way back down to this demand. It's
Well,
just finding the high probability zones. That's what supply and demand is, finding where the banks, where the institutions are filling their orders.
yes, sirree. What sucks is I started to print a fan line on my 5-second chart, and I thought it was erroneous because it didn't jive with the first fan lines I drew. But then I added it. I'll color it a funny color so you can see the one I'm talking about. I'll color it like a funky orange.
It wasn't a jive turkey.
No, it was dead on.
Yeah, like here's a demand, a 1 hour demand right here, which we did just bounce off of. I guess that would have been a good target if somebody did take a short off that key level. I don't think it's gonna hold, to be honest, because it didn't have much follow through. Like this is a weak demand zone right here. The only reason that it is a demand zone is the large wick on the bottom, and that it's a rally, a base rally. That's a trading pattern, trading style that I look for as well.
I know what this is. This was a trend change. Okay. I just didn't catch it because it was pre-market was a little choppy. I see it now. So whenever we're drawing fan lines and we get a trend change, if you don't recognize it, you'll be going for a 1-for-1 in the wrong direction. And this gave us a clean 1-for-1, in fact a 2-for-1 down from angular support on the original fan.
This would be a 1 minute chart type of day, I suppose.
Yup,
That's crazy, yo.
definitely. 1 in 5.
Yo,
Tesla.
you know what it is? This range is too crazy too. Like if you get in here and it just starts wicking against you, you're gonna look at a fat loss.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be on the wrong side of that. And this is just another example of why it's best to let the opening range shake out a little bit to almost, in most cases, 10 o'clock, even if there wasn't news. You can kind of let the opening range tell you what to expect later, but during the opening range, it's some tricky trading, man. You got to be like instantaneous with your reactions of protecting your capital and taking profit appropriately.
Yup, exactly.
And if you're not seeing a really primo setup on the opening range, it's best to just not trade it. And you can find those primo setups. Sometimes they'll materialize in the pre-market and you'll just get this like no-brainer. You'll be like, oh man, this is easy, boom, and nail it. It's pretty common to where you'll get those at about 1 out of 5 openings. So you'll see a primo setup and be like, yeah, we can go short here, or we can go long here. This will be a trend day, da da da. Oftentimes you can figure it out right before the opening range. Well, about 1 in 5 times. All right, so Tesla pulling back. We're back through that pivot zone. We're right on the split of the upper box though. Didn't quite make that move to 178.50, but damn, we got close. 177.38. Good enough for horseshoes. Now we're just basically playing in the middle of that channel on the upper box, so that could set up for another good trade on Tesla. If we accumulate here and then have a reversal at this pullback, we can actually get bullish on it. But
God, yeah, we gonna go to that key level 41.35. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Please don't. Yo, give us a pullback. Give us a nice 5 minute basing candle, and a pull, and then we'll continue lower. Like a pullback to like 41, 46.75. I know. Now I'm asking for a lot, but we can make it happen.
well, if you look at that 5-minute chart I posted in the chat there with the 2 days open, that big ass liquidity zone, the gray zone, goes all the way down to 410.90. That wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I know. I know. You know what's crazy? I got a 4 hour demand that I've been looking at for a while now at like, I think 410.90.
Yeah,
Let me see real quick.
that thing's been clutch for 4 days straight.
Yeah, dude. 40.92 I have is a really, really strong 4 hour demand because it's an imbalance, which means
Right.
it didn't come back once. Yo,
And
VIX is still pushing higher. I do think we get a little pullback. I want this 5 minutes to close green so I can feel comfortable taking it short.
that 410.90, I basically became relevant with that entire liquidity zone. Of course, it's the bottom of the liquidity zone, but if you look left, it's also been a like pivotal key to all the structure we've had gosh, let me date this back all the way back to March 31st, really. Well, April 3rd, sorry.
Now I'm confused.
April 3rd has been basically where that 410.90 originated as far as a pivot line. As a liquidity zone, it didn't really materialize until, let me see if I can pick the day. Oh, that's right, it's the gap. So if you look at August 19th of last year, there's a big gap in the daily candles there. That liquidity zone fits that entire gap.
That's right. I have the seconds chart now too. Yo, that's got to be crazy.
Yeah, you love that, right?
Oh no, I don't have it. Only premium has it. Yo, I'm stuck on Pro Plus, man.
You might have to, have you logged out and logged back in?
Yeah, a few times. I even canceled that thing, and it was like, all right, well, you still have it until June 9th or something. So maybe when it runs out, I'll get the premium. I don't know.
Shoot,
I
what,
asked Cass. He said he would reach out.
I was gonna say, if he doesn't reach out, you can reach out to him too.
Are we
Yeah.
talking about TradingView?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you're seeing on the grid today.
So you don't have the seconds time frames?
Well, there was some
Or
confusion on the account conversions because we were given by TradingView like their best accounts,
okay.
and he was a little impatient, so he signed up for Pro on the demo Pro
It was
before
like the
this whole
pro
thing happened.
monthly
Yeah,
trial. I was like, let
Okay.
me try it out. I want to see how TradingView is.
Okay. So
And
they haven't transferred you over, ported you over to premium yet, huh? Is that why you're telling him to if he's signed out and signed back in?
right.
yeah.
So it might not have been ported yet, or maybe there was some confusion. Like it's possible that you hit that button right when they were doing the conversion.
Nah, it was a little bit ago, and
Okay.
yeah, nah, it's alright.
Gotcha. It'll get fixed.
Yeah, I ain't stressing.
They're probably some of the coolest people we've had to talk to with this sort of thing. So
That's cool. Do we reverse here?
briefly, we got a 5-minute liquidity zone right there. I want to see if it makes it past the 5-minute 200 though, because
It's
that could
looking
just be
good
a
to
pause.
drop. Yo, so wait, Jeremy, you don't have VIX, right? Because you don't have live data on TradingView yet. They didn't get that part sorted out.
It seemed to be live data yesterday when I checked it against SPY and I checked it against the ES.
See, I get that too, but I think that's because of the Trade-O-Vate. Did you connect your Trade-O-Vate?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I can also get VIX right off of Webull too. So
Okay, yeah, I know. But you know what it is? I could also get like trading. I have Thinkorswim, and I could use that for like. If you guys want, by the way, you let me know. I have Thinkorswim has the book math, so you could actually see the active sales going through,
yeah,
time in sales, things like that. Trading View does not have much data-wise. It's got great charts, but data-wise, it's all right.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna start doing probably next week. Actually, maybe even this week. This will be something that I'm gonna have to be like really on the spot with to do myself. So I don't recommend this to a beginner. But I'm gonna start wheel trading UVXY. The natural yield on monthly options for that thing, if you're selling to open options, if you're running a wheel trade, you're looking at about 20% natural, which is pretty damn good, even for a depreciating asset. That sets you up for, you can reach 100% in just 5 months naturally. But if you're swing trading those options and taking advantage of the little price changes on those options contracts intraday, you can yield probably 4 or 5 times the natural yield if you're really good at trading price action. And with the VIX, it's really not hard to trade that price action on the VIX. It's kind of been broken for a while, but it's not dead. It's just weird. But if you look at the price action on it, it's just like any other price action, and you can certainly trade that. So just kind of something to put out there. You can, if you want to have a low value where you're not going to be risking anything more than twice the price. So like if you're looking at literally $680 investment, can wheel trade that and generate natural 20% per month, even on a depreciating asset. That's incredible. Yeah, you can post a chart in here anytime you want, Cliff.
Hell yeah, we encourage it.
Yes, sir. You got dope, throw it on the grid.
I feel like grabbing a short on this candle, but I don't know. I also don't want it to explode in my
yeah.
face. You know what I'm saying?
Let that 5-minute close. It's only got 15 seconds. Well, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's looking like a spinner to me right through that 200 period. So not a reversal yet.
It
Can you hear me,
definitely
guys?
looks
Yeah.
like- Hey, good morning.
Morning.
And hey, we got possible double bottom happening on Tesla here too. So let me go to a couple other equities and see what we get. Plus, UVXY is putting in a bunch of freaking dojis with wicks to the bottom, so we could see a quick continuation 1-for-1 on SPY, and that would take us right to that 410.90. I mean, to the number. Yeah, you guys out there listening, feel absolutely free and welcome to share a chart, insights, anything you want to share. Feel free to share it in this chat.
Always.
We welcome it.
Maybe one day when I get the experience.
And that's the thing, even if
Whenever.
even
it
if you're
helps you get
worried
experience.
that you're gonna don't worry that like you're gonna look dumb in front of people or anything like that. That's not the case here. We don't pick people apart. We don't judge people. We don't crap on them. We will actually go through and help in any case that we can, or any way that we can, to understand what's being seen here. And it's a great thing to be able to bring that forward, because it also brings it in front of other people who may have wanted to ask the same question, so to speak,
Right.
and just don't have the courage to ask them, or maybe they don't have the means, or there's a communication barrier or whatever. The whole point here is we're more than just a community where there's a few people teaching you things. We all learn together. Like, I'm still going to be learning this whole time. I learn new stuff every day. So
That's what makes a good
That's
trader a good
scary.
trader.
That is scary.
You got to keep learning. When you
No.
stop
Well-
learning, you'll start slacking.
nope,
Yeah, I understand.
here it comes.
But
Tip over. Sorry. UVXY just spiked, so I could see that little doji that printed on the 5-minute beforehand, rejected the 200 period, and we're right at support now. If it breaks this 412.10, we're down.
Yeah.
Go on with the scariness though, because that's the point. Is like I'm by no means consider myself to be any kind of expert. I've got success under my belt. That doesn't mean I can stop learning. I've got to keep ahead of this, because the one true thing I've known about this market is, yes, the price action is the same on every time frame, but it's always evolving. There's always changes happening, and it's if you don't adapt and evolve with the market, you'll be left behind. You'll be the guy writing the books that were relevant 10 years ago that are just out the window today.
Or you're a beginning trader and you sure feel like you're way behind.
You've gotta be not ahead of the curve, but you've got to be in it. You got to be able to adjust your view of the market while the view of the market is changing. You got to remember, everybody and everything that trades the market is looking at the same chart, and the more it's observed and scrutinized, the more it's going to adapt. It changes. Like
Yep.
look at like the advent of ChatterQuant, which is basically it goes and digs into what everybody is saying about every different equity out there, and it's giving a measure of, are they mostly bullish, are they mostly bearish, are they kind of mixed here, what's the bias. It puts that all into quantitative spectrum and analyzes it, and that itself has an effect on the way the market moves. It's incredible to think of that, but the more common patterns you see on equities, the more they're spoken about, the more they change. So like
VIX
suddenly
trying to go lower.
you'll start noticing a repeat pattern on SPY, for instance, and then suddenly it changes. Like you'll be used to trading it, it'll be really easy, and all of a sudden it disappears and something new starts happening. That's what I'm talking about. It's just kind of the more it gets looked at, the more it gets talked about, the more it changes, because the more people are influencing it, the more people are actually trading it. The more
Right.
things are absolutely trading it. There's AI out there too. I mean, this is dynamic beyond the scope of dynamic. So I have noticed though that the more common patterns you see and the more sentiment change you see in the market, the more likely you are to see the one-for-ones occurring over and over and over again on the fan lines on that 5-second chart. It's kind of weird, but I've noticed it.
All right, let's pop higher.
We can.
We should. Be cool.
Well, we just came up for a one-for-one. We'll at least attack the 412.48 to 412.50 range.
Very choppy right now. You know what it is? It's trying to get all its money back from that drop. All the people who made money on
Yeah.
that drop, it's got to make that back.
Well, careful here. Hold on, we might not make that pop.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that too. I was like, nope, it just faked people into thinking we're getting
Yeah.
the pop.
Well, this bar completes the rejection of the 5-minute 200 period, so let that close. It's got 4 minutes 15 seconds, but it's looking bearish all of a sudden.
Yeah. VIX with a little pop too. We shall see. And give it a minute maybe.
Well, let me draw something. Gosh, Weeble, leave me alone. I don't want to promote. Like, you could get this many shares free if you share with just, or you refer one person or 2 people or something.
Nice.
I'm
I don't
not
think I
out
have a
there.
Weeble.
I'm not out there trying to spam my affiliate link, That's not how I make a living, man. I got better things to do. Leave me alone.
Funny. Alright, NQ trying to go lower. We might go lower here.
Yeah, let me finish drawing what I see on the UVXY real quick here. Come on. 2 more lines. I see diamonds. Every time I see them, they precede volatility. And this one is spoken on the VIX.
Yeah, where we going?
Check this out. That's UVXY.
No.
We're on the lower regression channel at the bottom of the diamond on angular support. And it's starting to show flashes of green, so that go up, SPY go down. But yeah, I know it can sound horrifying, but I am a big student of the market all the time. I'm always learning.
Yep. Nobody wins 100% of their trades too.
Nope,
And if
that's for sure.
somebody tells you they do, you look them in the face and you tell them to
Yep.
shut their mouth.
Well, it's like Amy was saying. I was saying I made a mistake and I exceeded my drawdown limit on my Apex account, and she's like, actually, I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Not everybody's an absolute winner 100% of the time. That's for sure. My consistency is always based on options income as far as the majority of my trading funds go. My day trading funds, nowhere near that size. So my day trading funds, I do consistently make profits on, but it's like, it's volatile. Sometimes I'll do really well, sometimes I'll be flat, and even occasionally I'll have a couple losers. It happens. But with options, it's consistent. That's why I'm always talking about options.
Right.
Just taking small bites every day, just trying to learn slowly because I'll be out here for a while doing absolutely nothing in a tent.
Yep.
So you got time to learn.
That's that free time, yes.
This market will teach
I mean, like I
anybody with
said,
this
I
job.
had my 2 meetings today, and now I just have nothing to do besides sitting here.
Yeah, when I went to work in the aviation industry, it was like that. It was a lot of downtime. When I started that job, they essentially were waiting for the line equipment mechanic or the ground service equipment mechanic to retire, and I was just waiting in the wings to fill his place. But in that time, and that was a better part of like 6 months, they had me doing line service. So I was like fueling aircraft and marshaling stuff, moving aircraft around, and loading fuel trucks and doing quality control checks and stuff like that. But there's only so much busy work you had during the day. And then when there wasn't a bunch of people flying in for some event or something, you just sit there in an office and stare at the walls. There's like just hours and hours and hours of downtime. But you better be Johnny on the spot when they pull up. So, you had to be ready to spring into action at any given moment. But there was a lot of downtime. I suppose I could have taken on trading at that time, but I wasn't even thinking about it at that time.
So that's basically what I kind of do in a sense, but I just do work on the special equipment of the aircraft, work on the big drones, like the MQ-9s, the MQ.
Cool.
Bro, is this market serious right now?
It's fun
Getting
stuff.
chopped up left and right.
Fun stuff when it's
Oh.
happening, but it's like when it's slow, it's like, damn.
I'll admit when I'm wrong. This was a tough chop. Bless you. I was scared to get in the drop earlier. Instead, I got in the chop. Got to fix that.
That's the bear
There's always
flag
something
break.
to fix.
We're breaking over, it looks like. And
Bless.
VIX just kind of popped.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
What are equities doing right now? I hate that I don't have my equities up.
Tesla's kind of sideways at the moment, but it's playing in that mid area I was looking at. Let's see here, AMD. AMD's putting in a bottom and reversal. I like AMD. That's been a great trade for weeks now. It's testing support. Cool. I might get long on AMD again. That's actually a beautiful looking double bottom right there. All right.
Good, let's pop.
And then there's Amazon. I think one of the drags on the market today is going to be Disney too, but
Disney's not that heavy though of a stock in the
True.
ES and NQ.
Amazon's looking a bit overbought here, so it's like right at the top of that box I drew.
Oh, is Amazon looking sell-offy?
A little bit, or at least profit takey. Let me change the color of my boxes. There we go.
Dude, what even is this?
Those are some big boxes on Amazon. Like you can't even draw them unless you draw a 2-hour. But here's the as zoomed out picture as I can get. Damn. I'm really
Bro,
raspy
we, like-
today. I'll mute my mic next time. Sorry about that.
Nah, you good. Yeah, Jeremy, stop clearing your throat.
Oh, I know. I'm just super scratchy
You know it
today.
gets me confused.
So Amazon, I'm looking at the second box. This is the peak of that measured move. Ignore the earnings pop there. And you got right at the top edge of that box. This is where a lot of times people will take profit. And it's also been a bit parabolic since it broke that descending channel I was talking about earlier. So if it's going to pull back, here's where it'll do it. It can also consolidate here and blast up to 135, but pff, I trade the chart in front of me, so looking at the 5 minute, you can see it's taking a serious little dive here. Let me get the 5 minute on real quick. There's your 5 minute. So effectively, on the open, it kind of overshot that box just a bit and then dove right into it. So looking left, Friday's support zone's about 110.65. So it's at least a bear target for short term. It may go further. We'll have to watch it when it gets there, but AMD is looking pretty nice right now. As long as it pops this into a reversal instead of a bear flag, AMD is looking good. Oh man,
Equity's looking good to the upside.
AMD was looking good. Not liking this big red candle though.
Yeah, I just got beat on that. That was rough.
SPY just broke support, and VIX UVXY respecting that angular support on the diamond. Imagine that. I love this thing. Oh damn, we're in the upper channel already. That's a huge spike.
I got in way too early, and I was
Sitting short?
going through the whole chop,
Oh
and
yeah.
then it broke out, and then I scaled in, and I'm out. I got a nice little scalp there.
Nice work.
Okay.
It's going a little further.
I didn't want to be in that chop, but
Yeah.
That was a bad shot.
I held a little bit. Yeah.
That is probably one of the hardest disciplines to maintain, is that ability to not trade the setup. And that's what that chop is. It's the setup. So it's really, really difficult to resist that. You want to be in the position ahead of time. You want to front run it. And it's never
Right.
wise to. It's always smarter to just trade the drop, because instead of scaling something, you can just be full in real quick, in and out so fast. Like you can trade within a, you can trade within a 10-second bar if you want. But when you see the break, man, it's just like you notice it, you recognize it, and that's the point you look for.
Yeah, I got like faked out at like around 10:15. I got in and I just opened up my stop
Gotcha.
loss wide, and I caught the last end of that.
Nice work. So it's profitable anyway, but yeah, it's one of those times where like you can get faked out on a setup too, and that does happen.
I had my cursor on the reverse button the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you always kind of verify the other two time frames that are relevant too. So like if you're trading a 5-second or 10-second, you're watching that 1 minute and 5 minute to confirm what you're seeing. All right, man. I freaking love diamonds, guys. Oh man, that's glorious. It's doing exactly what the diamond does. I'll check our progress on UVXY for you. Boop. There you are. It's like magic. The mystical diamond. Mesmerizing to, well, in this case, dudes too. That's a cliche. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Well, no, they're a trader's best friend too. And if a trader knows how to use a diamond, he can buy diamonds for his best friend. Well,
Where's my diamond, Jeremy? What are we saying? Where's my diamond?
I'll buy you a diamond.
Aw.
All right. So far, so good. Got a twofer coming up, but there's a 5-second double bottom on this little pullback here, so there it comes. Spike it. 411.98 is target for that.
I got out of one contract on that drop. I'm holding another one right now. It's near break even right here.
No, AMD broke down. All right, I'll wait. It was looking good until it gave us the pop and drop bear flag.
Dude,
Let's
what's
see.
time on this? Alright, still a minute.
Next support for AMD is 94.45. I'll throw a pivot line on that. Close enough.
I sort of want to move my target to 41.35, but I also want to take profit because it's been wicking a lot down here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's a Friday.
Yeah, yup, and it's a Friday. But I want to let a winner run, you know what I'm saying too? So
Yeah.
it's like,
For Sheezy.
play it safe or let it run. Think we go lower. I don't know.
Man, I
Yeah, here we go.
bought back those contracts on
Alright, I got out.
OPEN. And OPEN has been a freaking amazing wheel trade so far.
Bro, I was down bad today earlier from that shop. I just made a good amount back. That was whew, close, bro, close.
Yeah, I like 93.50 as well. For that 94.45 target, I was looking at yesterday's price action for, not
We're gonna
yesterday,
go lower.
sorry. I was looking at the pre-market base. Let's see here, from the 10th, and then I've got that as kind of a median area for the 9th as well. But yeah, if it breaks over, I mean, we could go and retrace all that price action from the 8th, and damn, down to $90. Ouch. Here goes a good old SPY reaching for that low. 410.90. Here we come.
That'd be clean.
UVXY just kind of walking back up the upside on that channel. Damn, it just gapped it. Oh man.
Oh, there's my target.
Diamonds are amazing, guys.
I did get
Wee-hoo.
back in. I'm I don't 41.35 is getting rejected. Should use it as a target, but I feel like we're gonna go down to that demand. But I feel like so many people are watching that the 40.90 level. Or the 41.30 comes first, not even 40, not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
40.90.
Well, on the fan line for the 5-second chart, we're right at a regression line here, so this'll pause for a moment.
So the DOM doesn't work good on TradingView there, Kev.
I mean, it's alright.
It's nothing special.
Yeah, it shows the first two. It shows the bid and the ask. I usually like seeing a bunch of strikes out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
it is
Yep.
what it is. I ain't gonna complain.
So that's how it is, the DOM, or is it because of the
That's
data?
It's because the data. So if you had Tradeovate, they have Tradeovate. You could buy the DOM on Tradeovate, and then you get what's it called? Then you do get the DOM on TradingView, which is cool. So it's like you do get it if you have a broker that has DOM, but if you don't, then you don't get it.
Because I have interactive brokers, but I haven't actually connected my live account. I've been just paper trading.
Okay, that might work.
That might work.
That might work. I'm not sure, but try to connect it.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's continue now. That's funny that we're bouncing, but let's go lower. No! Dude, that's crazy. That 41.35 level. I knew it. I'm kicking my own ass right now.
That was a big wick on that second last candle on the 1 minute.
Yeah. I try not to watch the one. I was watching the one today, and that's what shot me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Try to only watch the 5 and the 15 and anything higher than that.
That's what you trade on?
Yeah. Yeah, I chart larger time frames. I trade on 5 and 15.
Okay.
All right, there's our pause. Wrapping back up to a split line, and
Yeah, we might come back. Fucking, oh, pardon my language. I was gonna say frickin' get some liquidity grab in here.
yep, this is covering. Don't- Oh, bugger.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What in the world? Come on now. Went to draw my line and it did that disappearing act again.
Not gonna lie, I feel like we're gonna continue lower again. I feel like this was a bull trap here. I don't know.
Just briefly. I'm going to get a screenshot of the 5-second going here. There we go.
The 5 minute on NQ I'm looking at. I'm gonna let this 5 close. What time is it?
Beep, boop.
Well,
There you go.
on the 5
6
and the 15,
seconds. Oh, that's not good.
on the 5 and the 15, it still looks bearish.
Yep, it just rejected that
that's
split
good.
line. I was expecting a pause here. You can see the 5-second I posted there. Right on that white line is a descending regression line. And I was like, I expected to pause here. And as soon as I did, we got a big
Then
green
we
bar.
bounce.
Boom, right to the upper extension line. Or the upper split line. And now we're coming back
Nice.
down.
NQ's trying to go higher.
So we're bouncing at the daily point of control for the volume profile. So we've been in that nastiness of that point of control for a while, right? Around the 4130, 4140, 4150 area that we've been trading.
Yeah.
So we could see a pause here for a little bit. If we don't see a pause there, then I see 412150 at least coming on the ES.
Yeah, we're
That is the low. That's the low of yesterday, right? If we try to keep going down, we might retest that low, see if we do a double bottom kind of there. But
Right.
then again, we have two major pivots before that. One of which we're now at 4136.50, and the other one is 4131.25. I found this cool tool that measures those pivots and put the numbers on the chart for me. I no longer have to draw lines.
That's cool.
You know,
What tool?
Ow.
Are you gonna share with the class?
I will share with everyone right now this.
This is a weird market right now, man.
it's playing fan lines very nicely though. Might get a quick 1-for-1 retracement out of this. There it goes. Fire.
Yo,
Now we did form a little doji looking, that those irregular doji on the 5 minutes, the last candle.
yeah, I saw that.
And that's, it could mean a continuation down because the wick on the bottom is pretty large, right?
But that usually means bulls took control. That usually means bulls pushed it back up. If there's a long wick on the bottom, it means bulls took control. If long wick on top, it means the bears took control.
Let's see, VIX getting spiked here for a moment.
Yes,
that's
go
gonna
Vix,
print.
go.
I think that's going to print an inverted hammer on the regression line on the upside of that diamond channel. It did.
All right, dump.
So you look at the chart that gets posted right there. So that's the little pivots.
We're in the last bit of accumulation for a bullish 1-for-1 retracement on the the fan lines here, the 5 second. But if it can't break that resistance, it'll break over quickly.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like we're just gonna pop right here and just shoot up.
There's a
It's
rising.
gonna take another 15 minutes because that's when I'm going to my conference call.
There you go.
Oh, that's when it'll go.
There's a rising double bottom on the 1 minute chart to boot. So the interesting thing is that there it goes. We broke it. Cool. There's the 5 second 200 for a pause, and then if we shoot through that, we'll hit up to about 411.89.
That
And
gives a quick rejection. Yeah.
oh damn,
Damn, what is going on?
that was uncalled for. Damn it.
Bro, this market today, man. Oh man, something else.
This is a challenge, that's for sure.
Yeah, seriously, to say the least. Sort of want to grab another short right here. I feel like we're gonna go lower. NQ's getting weak, but it's like we're just still popping higher every now and then. I hate that. But it's obviously got to grab liquidity to go lower.
Yep.
Stocks can't just move one direction.
So I need
Pretty
to
cool.
figure out how to chart this, but you can watch the central bank liquidity on a chart and compare it to Q and compare it to SPY. You'll see that they're diverging. Like central bank liquidity is dropping while Q was raging. And
Right.
usually when they get too
Gone
far from
higher.
each other, it's going to be a quick
Let's see.
pop and drop. So
I'll tell you one thing: I'm getting much better and not getting caught up in the drop anymore.
that is the name
That's
of the
awesome.
game.
I used to lose a lot in the chop trying to like
It's hard to have that discipline, man, to avoid that that urge to jump into the setup. You know.
trade in the range, and then you just get caught up with
I've been
everything.
urging all morning.
Yep.
Right. So I more or less I take the I'll take my signals from that 5 second chart, but I can trade the 5 second chart on all the chop if I want. But I mean, I'm just gonna get like little 2 or 3 tick moves. You know, it's not gonna be anything significant. But if I can catch the break, I actually will usually make at least a point, and oftentimes a 2 point. The 2 points are just over and over and over again when I catch the right signal. Dun, dun. Yeah, I think Sig's got it nailed there. It's not seeing top. It's only seeing top of book instead of full book. That makes sense.
So how would you adjust or change that? I don't understand either. I'm reading what he's saying right now, the whole conversation, but how would you go from what you're saying that it's not full book?
Or maybe it's just that it's not grabbing full book. Because if you're feeding data from your broker to TradingView, it can be a little iffy because TradingView has its own data source. I would think that the data default is going to be with their source, so it depends on what plan of TradingView you have. I don't know if you need to change a setting to where you can allow it to look into the full book from your broker data stream or not.
I'm gonna have to YouTube that.
There's got to be a way. Someone's got it out on YouTube, I'm sure.
I like the 10-minute on NQ right now.
About to breach that that split line.
Yeah.
Come on, 410.90. I want to call it a day.
Dude, what are these wicks right now? They're like, oh, here you go. You want some profit? You're gonna have to be quicker than that.
I've got
That's
a
crazy.
put side spread that I want to just take profit on and go away. It's there. It's at like That's at 100%. I can just take it now. Give me a minute though. I want to wait till that 410.90.
I don't like not having data. I like being able to visualize like the orders and stuff. I know we see it with the candles and stuff and price action. Nothing really beats it. But I don't know. Nothing beats data. VIX pushing higher.
So what the charts you have up right now, they're not. It's not live data.
No, it's live data, but I mean like level 2, time and sales, things like that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What? Okay.
Quite the wickage right now. Okay, NQ's going higher. Please don't be divergence. I'm always rooting for diversions. Here I am. Please don't be a divergence.
Split, split. I think this is a pause on the trend, but let a couple more 1 minute candles close first because we're actually crossing the 8 above the 22.
We got 10 seconds on this 5 minutes.
I see the input side. I just want to wait for the output side to break. Price is still under the 8 period, so this doesn't mean reversal yet. Probably chop till about 11.
Oh, 15-minute on NQ looks really good to go long. Please prove me wrong.
Damn, I know somebody who just messaged me. I can't disclose name because this is some proprietary stuff about the institutional trader being asked to head up the development of a US-based commodity fund. That is impressive.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like $150 million minimum fund.
That's insane.
That might change his basket because now he's going to have to go and oh, he's got the licensing for it.
Alright, I got out of that short. I feel like we're just gonna wick up again. Ah, look at that. Might even take a long over here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to fill up 41.36. Here we go.
Dude, that's incredible. Because what's interesting about commodities is that once inflation really is under control, commodities will tend to flatten.
Right.
But then there's a period of that flattening to develop an outcome or to resolve the setup for the outcome. So like when things flatten out and consolidate for a while, usually there's something looming that'll make it move one way or the other. We see that on our charts every day. The thing about commodities is like you either got
Whoa.
consumables or you've got what they call durable goods. And when one flattens, the other one moves. very typically, so you could be on both sides of that. I'm not much of a guy who gets into commodities very much, but I just kind of glance at what they're doing because, like anything, it's just a chart. You start looking at stuff like that and you realize, okay, well, where's the weight on the economy and where's the weight on inflation and where's the weight on liquidity? And it's like, it all kind of correlates. So it's never a bad idea to pay attention to commodities.
We're making a double bottom right here. 1 minute.
Possibly, but that's not as likely here because we're still trapped under the 8 period.
Okay.
I looked for that 8 period cross to change trend, and we did get above it for a brief period there from let's see here, 1040 until 1046. We on 1047's bar printed a bar right through that 8 period, but it
Gotcha.
all of that still rejected the 20 period. So like I was starting to say, look, we're starting to converge between 8 and 20 here. I said that at 1050, and then we printed a doji and a bar under it. So we're continuing south here, I think. 410.90 is like just a magnet, and it's a strong one. Meanwhile, I've got UVXY trending. Now the thing is, like if you look at yesterday's diamond on SPY compared to UVXY today, it continued to trend up through almost exactly the middle of the day, and then it flipped. Once it broke the bottom of that channel, it started running bearish.
Right.
So like here's where we're at now, kind of trending along that regression line. Well, regression line doesn't like to hold on to price for too long. It usually will flip on one side or the other.
Right, right.
I found that UVXY, because of its tendency to be leveraged, and it is a depreciating asset, mind you, so it's not an investment thing. The way it trades is very similar to the 1 day, 1 minute VIX. It's kind of interesting. So you can watch price action on that thing to kind of get a better grasp of what the VIX is doing. Even if the VIX isn't technically working correctly, you'll still get a correlation. I'll do a comparison real quick. Let me see here. I'll try and get the timing right. Let me drag this over.
Ooh, my goodness.
There we go. Let me get a good comparison. So you'll see the VIX is kind of compared to the UVXY, and UVXY is more predictable. It's more, I don't know, smoothed out, so to speak. You can actually make better assessment of the UVXY compared to VIX. So it's kind of interesting to keep both of those on your grid and watch how they just they're different. But I found much more success watching UVXY than I have watching the VIX. UVXY, I can basically chart it like a penny stock. It's the same damn thing. It is a penny stock at this point. It just makes a lot more predictable patterns, predictable channels and swings and reversals and all that stuff. Whereas the VIX just doesn't quite give you a clear picture, in my opinion.
NQ trying to go lower, trying to bring a yes with it.
Yeah, we're sitting. We just printed a 1 minute bar straight below that that 8 period again after rejecting the 20. I think this will be continuation.
I hope.
I still have
Use
faith in that
5 points
410.90.
right here.
But my
Bro, I'm having faith and you having faith in that level.
my spread
Bro,
expires Monday, so like time decay is starting to hurt it. So I gotta get out of
Oh.
it soon. I just need one quick bar to 410.90, and that thing will be 150%, and I'll be done for the day.
Nice. That's crazy. Jeremy
And
the GOAT.
I still have. I was actually able to that spread that I built that expires today. I was able to butterfly both sides of that. They
That's
can't
cool.
lose.
I
The
sort
only
of saw some divergence on ESNQ right here. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt all you.
quite right. The only downside is I have to let it expire now because it's actually lost value on both sides because it's on the edge of price action. So like the middle of the call butterfly is actually 414, and the middle of the put butterfly is down there at 408. So they're both far enough out of the money where they're both going to expire worthless. But in converting those, I've locked in a total of 300% profit on a condor. That's pretty cool for a conversion.
That is cool.
And
I think we go higher.
if things get wild, if SPY rips one way or the other, cool. I can really take a killer profit on that today if it happens before close, or at least an hour before close. But I don't think it's gonna. Typical Fridays tend to be range.
Right.
They're rarely a trend day. Although we can consider this a trend day because we have moved down from like 413.50 down to the 411 zone. It's not a big move.
Right, that is true.
It is technically a trend day so far, but it can still end up being a range day overall. And that's actually very likely. Tesla might have put in a bottom here. Oh, yeah. All right, closing that side of the spread. I guess 100% profit will just have to do.
I guess so, man.
Later today, I'll probably put on another condor if this range continues to be sideways. I'll probably look between 12 and 1. I'll see if I can complete that depending on what I get for range. But I'm expecting a possible sizable move next week, but it might not happen until Thursday or Friday.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was I'm trading bad today, man. I'm glad I got this Apex because jeez.
That kicking
Oh
your butt?
man. I don't know
All right.
what it is. I don't know what it is.
Stop
doing
what
it
you're
all week.
doing and go scalp a penny stock. You'll
Yeah.
feel better. Let me see if I can find one for you.
Oh my god. Dude, it's bad. Oh man, that's tough. Gonna have to get another one. See guys, not everybody does well. I did well all week, green every day, kicked ass, and then this one day just blew me out. Why? Because I was too scared to sell on that huge sell-off
Yeah.
and scalp a few points, and then I got in the chop.
Me too. I just got rocked right now.
No. We ain't trying to
That's
hear
alright.
that. I mean, that happens,
But
and Fridays are hard to trade on sometimes, man. This has been just really not the greatest price action. I mean, the fan lines are doing their thing, but overall, the price is just kind of eh. I'd almost rather be scalping UVXY right now, and I kind of am. I sold some puts this morning.
But unfortunately, I got to get going, guys. Thank you for everything and have an excellent weekend.
You too, man.
You
Always
too,
great to
bro.
have you.
Be good.
Yeah, take care.
You too.
Jeremy, I'm gonna cry.
No.
No, I'm not. But oh man, I'm so disappointed though, bro. Oh man, I knew that shit would happen. We're off of YouTube, right?
We will be in a moment. Thanks for joining us out there in YouTube land. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, Monday. Sorry. Tomorrow's this.
Yeah, everybody enjoy your weekend. Get
Yes.
outside. Hopefully it's nice out by you guys. I know on the East Coast we're finally getting some nicer weather.
Yeah, it's
Enjoy the
beautiful.
weekend. We got another trading week ahead of us. Green week, red week, whatever it was. New week ahead of us. Enjoy. Thank you for joining us.